¿Qué sopa familia? ¿Cómo va la vaina? It's your girl Kenny Ken from Guided Affirmations, bringing the Capricorn, Sun, and Moon signs, their monthly community para el mes de julio for the month of July. And you guys already know the vibes. We're going to get into some breath work. I'm thinking we'll do 5 breaths today. So 5 deep inhales and 5 deep exhales, making sure that our bellies get filled really well with oxygen, filling up our bellies big like a balloon on the inhale, and on the exhale, just contracting everything and making sure that we release all of the air out. Please, 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 please move at the pace of your body. The idea of this is to just get back into your body and allow your body to speak to you, just so that way you can get really in tune to hear the message, but also to release any conscious or subconscious tension that we may be holding within ourselves. So let's get into the breath work, and we're going to do 5 deep inhales and 5 deep exhales, like I said. Y vamos a comenzar. Let's begin. Inhala y exhala. Inhala y exhala. Inhala y exhala. 2 more breaths, 2 más respiradas. Inhala y exhala. La última respirada, the last breath. Inhala y exhala. Clearly I need to blow my nose, but I'll do that after this video. Let's get started with the shadow energy coming forward this month for the Capricorn, Sun, and Moon placements. What is the overall shadow energy coming forward? One more time. Coming forward to the Capricorn, Sun, and Moon placements. Let's see. What is the overall shadow energy coming forward? Spirit, 2 cards, please. What is the overall shadow energy coming forward for Capricorn, Sun, and Moon placements? One more card. One more card, please. Overall shadow energy coming forward. Ooh, oh. I was not expecting that. Okay. So, first card is Improve and Trapped. And honestly, off rip, I would like to ask, I don't want to say do not feel good enough, because I think that's extreme. However, it might be real for some of you. But I think it really is this idea of, do we feel bounded by this idea of having to renew or having to become some ideal figure in our head? Do we not find the space or the time to feel comfort within the areas of us that are fully whole, whether they're not what we want them to be, or whether there's room for improvement in some areas, right? Just said the same thing 2 times, but it's around those lines. Do we want to really paint new pictures because we're not really in agreement with what we see? But also the idea of, do we feel trapped? Do we not find acceptance of self in those spaces that don't really feel kind of comfortable? Is really what I'm getting, especially with like Leap at the bottom. There's really this idea of needing to feel brave, or having to feel brave, or having to be this person that maybe others want you to be, or maybe you want yourself to be. But Capricorn, I wonder if you can find the space to really accept who you are in this moment, and accept where you are right now, in order for that new integration to come in a little bit more with ease. Because if there isn't as much acceptance, then how do we really expect to really become more malleable if we're so rigid and tough right now in these certain spaces and areas? But that was a lot, and I just need a second. I'm sorry. That was a lot for me. I don't know what Capricorn Sun or Moon placement this is, but no, I'm sending you a big ass hug. I was gonna send it at the end, but I gotta send it right now anyway because que lijo. I feel like I'm gonna do both animal and divine feminine because that was a real. Most of these readings be hella introspective, but that one was a whole nother type of introspection. I'm not even. Somebody needs to get to journaling, but let's see what is. What is the animal oracle walking with the Capricorn Sun and Moon placements for this month of July, Spirit? Yeah, one more. What is animal oracle walking with the Capricorn Sun and Moon placements? Let's see what comes. Let's see who comes. Who shows up for y'all? It's the Badger. Bring your life into balance. There's so many things about this image that is just a super beautiful. It's really the darker colors for me, and just this idea we were just playing with in terms of darker aspects of ourselves or pieces of ourselves that aren't really light enough. And I'm really treading lightly on these words that I'm using because I don't want to attach negative connotations to any words, but we'll just rock with it because our society does anyway in this moment. But it's really this idea of like looking over yourself with this, and that I'm seeing, and like really kind of like embracing and nurturing, right? Nurturing too, but nourishing these sides, and really like holding them. Like it really looks like this Badger is kind of like trying to like take care of whatever is going on in this higher space, this crown chakra type of vibe of the other Badger. And it's, for me, it's like your highest self onto who you are right now, just trying to protect you and like really trying to like oversee where you're going next, especially with these thoughts. I just thought of that, with these thoughts, these mental things that we tell ourselves, and the way that they show up in our lives. So like really, I want to say meditate. However you meditate, Cap. Like, and do it, whether it's dancing, whether it's cleaning, whether it's actually sitting in meditative position and like really just like no music or music, guided, unguided, however you see fit, however feels best to you, even if you like need to express via art or via writing, like I said earlier. But like really get into this space to like try to find a calm, right? Because when we meditate, whether it's whatever medium we choose to do it, like you'll calm down, and then you'll, if you're regular like everyone else, you'll like see the thoughts that come across when you do try to silence your mind, and it will be better to observe those thoughts than to play with them. Like, you know, like observe them, look at what is coming up for you, so that way you can know how to move forward. That way you can know what needs to be addressed. That way you can then choose whether or not you want to play with it, instead of just automatically playing with the words that are coming in. But let's see, with Divine Feminine is walking with y'all too, because it just feels like extra love, you know, like, you know, when you need extra love. I'm big on extra love. OD, like I'm big on it. Like, sending you another hug right now. How about that? Like, that. Let's see, what's the Divine Feminine walking with you guys? Capricorn Sun and Moon placements. There's really nothing wrong with extra love. It's really, Isis at the bottom. This is really fire. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like, y'all are popping. That's it. Y'all are popping. I don't care what you tell yourself. I'm telling you, you're popping, like, period. But you got Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. My courage gives birth to the divine. This is like, it's really all the white and like the purity and the innocence for me, and this sense of acceptance, like I've said already. of ourselves, and just realizing how pure you are in your own way, right? In how you are right now in this very moment. And having the courage, because it does take a lot of courage to be like, I like myself right now, even if I want to change. Like, I like myself right now. That takes so much courage. And I really feel like that is what is aimed at here. I realized I didn't read for Badger like I did in the other readings, but I'll read for this one. Vamos a ver, ¿qué página? We're on page 5. Okay, Mary's acceptance of her role has been in the shadow of the Christian story, uncelebrated because she is seen as so divine. But she was human too. She could have said no. Her courage could have faltered, but she aligned with the light. She heard Gabriel's words, "Don't be afraid," and allowed the divine story to work through her life. And she let joy dictate her response. Mary leads us to trust that we can say yes to what feels light. It doesn't have to make sense or work with the timeline the ego has mapped out for us. In the midst of our ordinary everyday lives, we can say yes to the angel who greets us at the space of our heart and let the energy of joy bring birth to the divine through us. Whew. Okay. I'm not gonna make commentary on that. Gonna let that. Is that? It is. Of course it is. It keeps happening to me, even yesterday, but whatever. Let's see what's the overall energy coming forward for this month. What is the overall energy coming forward for this month? For the Capricorn Sun and Moon signs. One more time. Overall energy coming forward. Capricorn Sun and Moon signs. 3 cards, please. What is the overall energy coming forward? I'm not taking those cards. What is the overall energy coming forward to the Cap, Sun, and Moon signs? What is the overall energy? One more card, please. One more card, please. Those were 3 cards. Those were 3. And that was a lot. Now it's 5 cards in front of me. Anyways, we have the Eye in reverse, the Mask, the Compass, the Raton, and the Anchor. So, I think so many cards came out specifically for a reason, but I feel like this month, it's funny, we were talking about meditation and journaling and like really getting in a space of being more clear and more focused, because the Eye in reverse has really given me this sense of not really having enough mental clarity, not really having enough faith in ourselves or what is really happening around us, especially with this mask. There's almost like something is really hidden from you this month, or maybe you're hiding something from others this month, and maybe you don't really want to keep secrets. Maybe you do want to express yourself, but if you're hiding something, or if someone is hiding something from you for your betterment or even for your demise, the best way to feel a bit more grounded is to find that space where you can release all of these feelings and all of these thoughts, because maybe things aren't really going in the way that you want them to, right? And this idea of courage came right back up, right? Maybe things aren't really going along your timeline like we spoke earlier about, or in the ways that you want them to. They're not unfolding on time, whatever that means to you, right? And it might really be bringing you, it might really be bringing out your shadow. Like that's really what I'm getting from here. It might really bring out your shadow. And this is I'm sorry that this is vague. I'm sorry that this is vague. It feels vague. Just in the pictures, it feels vague. But sometimes it be like that. I'm not gonna hold you, because with the black cat at the bottom, it says like the black cat, no matter how you get it, it's change, automatically change. So things are shifting for you, Capricorn, in this month. Maybe even in this season, they're shifting for you. And you may be like really having a hard time adjusting to this change. And this month might really make you really feel kind of unleveled, or disheveled. And like I was saying again, the time aspect, things aren't really unfolding in the way that you may really want them to. But I really feel this notion of having more faith and realizing that you are your safety net already, you know, that you already have everything, the experience, the tools, like something to fall back on. You are it. You know, a lot of times we may really want these physical material things to be our safety net, but the reality is you possess them. You went out and you got them. You went out and you put in all that you needed to really like hold those things in your hands. So who is really responsible? You are. And I feel like once you kind of get a hold of what's actually happening and not what feels like it's happening, it will be better. You'll find a sense of more grounding. You'll find a sense of more steadiness. You'll understand that timing is really relative. Like if things aren't happening right now in the moment, it's for a reason. And I know that fucking sucks. That sucks. It really sucks. But that speaks so much more volume, that has so much more power than we can even imagine, even in this moment. And just trust that. Really find more like embracement for yourself. Did I just make that word up? Maybe. But really just find more space and more time really for self, more time for your mind's eye to really just like integrate everything that's happening for you. So that way you can really hone in, because you've been pushing, you've been really pushing through, Cap. I feel that, especially with the rat coming out, like you've really been pushing through, and you shouldn't forget that, like at all, ever. But I'm gonna close out. Let's close out with 3 breaths, Caps. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and then inhale one more time, and then exhale it all out. Capricorns, I'm sending y'all nothing but love, really and truly. I almost missed my whole spiel. Hold on, let me backtrack real quick. Thank you so much for watching this video with me. Por favor, déjame un corazoncito blanco en los comentarios if you feel that this video resonated with you. Please leave a white heart in the comments. Now I can send y'all even more love, and I can send y'all even more warmth, and even more hugs, and even more sweet honey for this moment, for this day, for your weeks to come in July, and for your entire month. Ciao.